Hi everybody, how are you all doing today? So today is, what's the date here? I can't open up my calendar. Oh no, what's wrong with it? I have no idea what's the date today. November 21st, I think? Okay, cool. Let's go over some stuff, guys. First of all, we want to recap exactly where we left off last time. It has been a few days, so let me show you guys, first of all, my Bitcoin cash prediction the first time. I did it on November 11th there. You guys can take a look at it on YouTube. It's in my playlist. I predicted that if we hit over 2100, we were going to shoot for $2,800, guys. And we surely enough hit $2,799. Everyone was doubting me. I nailed it. Second prediction that I made for my second Bitcoin cash prediction. Everyone was saying, no way, it's going to go that low again. Well, go take a look at my YouTube video. I said we're going to correct between the $800 and $900 range, and we will just take $850 as an average, and we hit $851. Now, my long-term prediction still stands that it will hit anywhere between $3,500 to $4,500, but that's long-term, guys, okay? That is extremely, extremely long-term forecasting. And my short-term targets are probably different, right, than other people's, and your short-term targets are probably different than mine. So what we're going to take a look at today is an actual short-term, realistic next target, rather than projecting far, far down the road, okay? So I want to just recap where we are. I want to show you guys, first of all, let's go Elliot wave here. This is our Elliot wave count right here. So I'm an Elliott wave analyst, okay guys? I analyze by Elliott wave, no matter what anyone else says. This is how I analyze, and it has been extremely, extremely profitable. And I don't know why a lot of people don't analyze with Elliott wave. You know, you can do a really good count of subwaves, you can find the bottoms easily, you can predict when the accumulation phase is, and it's pretty easy to predict the breakout as well, right? So I don't know why people don't do it. Maybe it's just me. So that's 1. This is right around 2, right up here. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Now you guys are wondering, well, there's only 3 subwaves in there. No, there's not. If you actually zoom in closer, you'll see it. See? You see the 5 subwaves right in here actually. Just depends on the time frame that you're looking at. So something like that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like that in there for that one. Now I want to show you guys something that's remarkable, okay? Watch this right here. I'm going to take the base range right here of where the trend pretty much started. We'll say right around here. Do you guys see that price right here? We'll say that's about 388. Now watch this. Ready? From where, not from the bottom there, but from where the breakout began, which I can't really do it. From where the breakout began, look at this right here. So what we do, just for the people that don't know, is we draw a baseline, okay? We basically draw a baseline resistance like that, and this is a one-to-one measured move, and we're taking the distance of the base range right here, okay? See, this is the range right here from where pretty much wave 1 began. Just a rough estimate, 384, okay? Now what we're doing is we are also taking this right here, and we are using it as a target for a measured move right where the baseline for the resistance is. And what you will notice very clearly, if I put it right here, right at this point right there, you will notice a measured move right there, right? Now let's do the exact same thing to right here. Okay, I'm clearly drawing the resistance right here. Will this one also fit the criteria? I'll surprise you guys. Let's put it to right there where the breakout is. What do you know? Isn't that a thing of beauty, guys? Do you guys see what I'm talking about with these measured moves? Look at it. Look at it. Right up here. It's literally perfect, the measured move, right? If I cloned another one right here and I brought it down, look at the perfect measured move right from here to here. If I cloned it again, you know, pretty much it's almost a measured move as well from where it is a measured move rather from this original one. So from where it started, right, to where it ended. So we made 3 exact measured moves right here. And just to play around, right, Let's just see if it made a few, like it's probably gonna make 3 or 4 measured moves up to here, I'm guessing. 1, 2, 3.5 maybe, 3, pretty close. I'm probably doing it inaccurately, but pretty much 4 as well, right? Pretty darn close, wouldn't you guys say? That's crazy. So Bitcoin Cash was very easy to predict for me, and I did not have a problem whatsoever predicting it. Now, how did I predict 2800 on the penny? I'll show you guys how I predicted it using some extrapolation methods. I knew that this, first of all, I knew that this was only the first subwave, okay? I knew that because based on the consolidation pattern, I knew that we were gonna get an extended fifth wave right away. And that's where I started doing my technical analysis, if you guys remember in my video. So, and I was saying that if we get an extended fifth wave, this is where the target is gonna be. I use an extrapolation method, first of all, taking Fibonacci extension or retracement level, right around here, $1,000 range to the top, and then I took my Fibonacci extension from the bottom to where this point was right there, and I assumed best case scenario of it only retracing to about 1,000, and surely enough, right there. Well, you know what? I'm probably doing a little bit off right now, but there you go. That's how I predicted 2,800. When I drew it last time, I just made it a round number. There you go, 27.99, which is exactly what it hit. So not only do we hit the measured moves, one measured move from this one to this, or sorry, from here to here, we'll call that measured move 1, right? Or the measured base range move, and then from 2 to 3, right on top of the resistance, a perfect measured move again. And then we also had another perfect measured move for the first subwave of the 5 waves going up. And this one was a very obvious one as well, that there would be an extended correction, simply because just of the way the pattern is, right? If it was gonna correct, it would have, after the 5 subwaves made, it was gonna basically tank right away. So that's how I've been able to predict a lot of things. Now, how did I also predict $850, guys? Let me show you. I won't go to it, but I'll show you guys what I've done. So based on Bitcoin Cash correlation methods, where I was tying it to Bitcoin, I took Fibonacci extension to here. I'm going to delete this now. I took Fibonacci extension to where it ended, and I just used, I was comparing it to Bitcoin in general, right? And just to see where it would line up with it. And after Bitcoin did its first impulse move like that, it corrected to about the 786 level here, to the 786 level, and it happened to be around the same kind of time frame as well, right? What Bitcoin did in 3 months only took these guys about 3 weeks to do, and all I did was take a 786 Fibonacci level retracement there, and that's how I was able to get my range, say between, you know, $900, $800 and $900. That's what I called in my video, if you guys remember, right? So I called between $800 to $900 there. And it might have been lower. I might have even said like 700-ish, just to be you know, conservative as well, just to be cautious. I might have said 750, but I know I'd said 850 as an average. And surely enough, a lot of people bought in this zone, right? And we skyrocketed after that. So I'm literally 2 for 2 for Bitcoin Cash correction or prediction right now. Now, where are we in the cycle? Okay, guys, that's the important thing. Where are we in the cycle? This is now wave 1, which I will delete all of this. That is now wave 1. Wave 2 has finished. That's wave 2. For the people that are not familiar with Elliot wave, let me show you guys, okay? This is what Elliot wave pattern looks like, okay? And inside of each of these waves, there's 5 waves as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then inside of the corrective waves, there's always an A, B, and C, right? With lower highs and lower lows, like that. Whereas an impulse one will always get higher lows and higher highs, right? So this is Elliot wave theory that we're using for technical analysis, and it's my primary way of analyzing. That's what I specialize in the markets. It allows me to predict a lot of different behaviors, and it gives me a really good gauge of where we are in the market cycle. And it has failed me many times, But over time, as a trader, right, what we focus on is we focus on winning over time. Now that's the very important thing to remember. I make all my calls public, if you guys have noticed, okay? I make all of my calls public. Let me show you guys. Just as an example, the ones that I'm okay to share with low risk that I will share with the public, but of course for my day trading positions I will not share those. I tweet them, but I don't share them because they are a lot riskier. In fact, most of my day trading positions are less than 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, so I don't share those ones. But all the ones that I share on my Twitter and I also make videos on, they're very transparent, and I make sure that they're transparent as well to hold myself accountable, first of all, and also to keep the public aware of what I plan to do. Okay guys, so I have made many predictions. I'm 4 for 4 so far that are still pending, right? My Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, ETP, this one we nailed it already pretty much, but I have a hard target. Bitcoin Cash prediction nailed, another Bitcoin Cash, 2 ETP short positions nailed, Ripple nailed, EOS nailed, IOTA again, and QTIM as well. The only one I lost is actually NEO, where it didn't really hit my target 2. It didn't hit. It hit target 1, but it didn't hit my target 2. So right now I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 wins so far. These ones are still pending, and I have 1 loss that I have made public. And all my day trading positions, I'm a scalper, right? I'm a scalper and I lose many of those trades, but I don't really talk about them because they're not, once again, the ones I want to share with the public, right? I want to keep my scalping positions only on Twitter. I don't announce risk to reward setups because I play it purely based on level 2 action and also volume as well, right? A lot of the calculations are done in my head, and my exposure time is less than just a few minutes when I scalp, right? A lot of people will say, oh wow, 1 to 2% gains. Well, guess what, guys? If you're playing $5,000 to $10,000 positions and you're making a 1 to 2% gain, that's still $100 to $200. Now multiply that by a few times a day that I make that, right? So it's incredibly profitable. What we do is we find a style that suits us. We should never judge other people's style. I don't care if you guys judge me, like, don't get me wrong about that. I'm just saying, as a good trader in general, not myself, but everybody, you guys need to respect the fact that other people trade differently. And you know what we would want to do to become a better trader is we would like to study how other people trade so we can incorporate it into our own style as well, right? So there's no one specific way to trade that's better than another style. So always keep that in mind as well. I do this full-time for a living, and I do it pretty damn well, I have to say, because just based on my track record and also all the pretty things that I have. So that is how I predicted the 786 level right here. Now, where are we right now, guys? A breakout is imminent, okay? A breakout is extremely imminent right now. Right now, where we are this is how I count it. It's a very easy one to play. And I'm talking about an easy one to play, okay? This is B right here. This is that's A, B, C right here. Now we're gonna justify everything right now, okay? I'm going to justify to you guys every single wave count in here. First of all, we're going to go to a 2-hour chart to make it easier. Right here, 2-hour chart to make it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No doubt about that, right? This is what we call a leading diagonal. Okay, a leading diagonal that forms into a wedge shape right there. That's why we broke out. Actually, the wedge shape is more like that, I'd say. We'll call the rest resistance and support. Now, how far was it going to break out? That was really easy to predict too. Make a base range inside of the wedge right there. Put it right here to the breakout of the EMA. Actually, this one might have been drawn a little bit too conservative. I overestimated it a little bit. That's better. In between the uptrend where it ended and the downtrend starts. So I bring it over right here, right where the 55 EMA crosses over. And you guys can see for yourself that target acquired very easily here for the breakout as well. Now I'm going to label to you guys what this is right here, okay? Now a lot of people will tell me, they're trying to correct me and they're trying to tell me these can't overlap. Absolutely, you're right. Unless if you don't know your rules, they can't overlap. But if you know your rules, they're very easy. And this is what you call a leading first wave, okay? This is called a leading diagonal. So make sure you guys look up that term, leading diagonal. They are absolutely allowed to overlap like that, no problem at all. I will argue with anybody who thinks that it's not possible to overlap, okay? Leading diagonal, first wave. Okay, remember that, guys. Now, this one is an interesting one to make B. This was an easy one as well, but interesting because it could have fooled a lot of people, right? Would we agree that it makes this pattern right here? Okay. Would you guys agree with me that this one makes a pattern just like that? Right? Just like this. Let's draw it out. Right? Perfect, right? How many do you guys count? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? But because it's on a downtrend, this is actually called an A, B, C, D, E correction, which starts from here. That's A, that's B, that's C, that's D, that's E, boom. When it's constricted, people will think, oh, it's actually going to resume the uptrend. No, 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 mes amis, it doesn't work like that. This is the only time where it resumes an uptrend, where you have impulse 1s, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going up like that. And then if it goes downhill like that, right? If it goes downhill like that after a correction, then if it goes to the downside, after that makes wave 1 for a huge impulse wave up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is the proper way to count after the impulse, okay? This is not wave A. This is not wave A going up. This is all of wave 1 going up, okay? And because this is a corrective mode of the corrective A wave coming down here, therefore we call it A, B, C, D, and E. And as soon as the A, B, C, D, and E forms, then what happens is it's downtrend. So this would have been a very good shorting opportunity for people to play that one. And this one is also a very easy count. You don't see it all in this time frame, but it just makes 1, 2, and basically 3, 4, and then 5 right here. So you easily see 5 subwaves in here, right? Just like this. So this is the 5 perfect subwaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So guys, I think that this chart is magic, right? I think it's one of my favorite charts to look at right now and to analyze because everything just makes sense to me as a technical analyst. Now, I don't care, guys, about all the fundamental news going on behind Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. Doesn't matter to me one bit. The only thing that matters to me are major important dates like forks if they were going to happen. Okay, guys? I can get a sense of the market just by looking at the charts, okay? The charts speak loudly for themselves right now. What I am noticing right now is a negative correlation between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. When Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin Cash goes down. When Bitcoin Cash goes up, Bitcoin goes down. That is the negative correlation that I'm noticing. I have not really read any type of fundamental news, but what I am assuming just based on seeing Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash charts is that there's a big battle going on right now for the throne, right? The market, the money in the market right now is being shifted back and forth right now, and we're seeing money moved around quite a bit. I don't really know what is going on, but I can guess that investors are kind of unsure right now what's going on. Seems like Bitcoin Cash has a lot of potential with, you know, their 8 megabyte block potential, right? With their 2 megabyte block default size, 250. I think, hold on, how many was it? 2.5 million transactions per second a day. Or sorry, was it 250,000 transactions per day it can do versus Bitcoin's only 2,500? It could be something like that, or it could be 250,000 versus 2.5 million. I can't remember. But I can see based on the price action right now, that heavy accumulation phase is going on right now, and we are just priming for a breakout right now, and we are just itching. I'm talking about itching for a breakout right now from a purely technical analyst perspective, and I only analyze from a TA perspective, okay, guys? And I want you guys to know that I do this for a living, and it pays for, you know, all my means, etc. And I don't consider myself a professional in any way because I'm entirely self-taught, but I've been doing this for a pretty long time now, and I've had amazing success, I have to say. And yeah, so this is how I see it right now, okay, guys? I'm going to show you how I see it right now, so get ready. I see it as wave 1, 2, 3, basically 4 in here, and 5. Now in the big picture, this is what it is. This is the first wave right here, 1, and that's probably 2, and 3 somewhere way up there. I don't know where 3 is, okay? I have no idea where 3 is going to be. These are all just guesses, okay, guys? This right here, I want you to know, is not accurate whatsoever. But based on Elliott wave rules, for progression to happen in a coin, if this was only the first subwave, okay, this is the first subwave right here. Keep that in mind. The first 5 subwaves of the first wave. Now I'm only going to be guessing this one. This is just a clear example, and I want to be clear for the people that are watching this video. This is just a guideline of how it's going to look based on Elliott wave rules. This has nothing to do with price prediction, so get that out of your head, guys, okay? I'm being very stern about this because every time I do a Bitcoin Cash prediction, everybody gets these wrong messages, right? And I'm just trying to give you guys an example of what Elliott waves look like based on count. Now this is where we are, and we're not even talking about price right now yet, so definitely get that out of your head, guys. All that we're doing right now is trying to predict the first wave of the 5, and there will be 5, no doubt about it, okay? So get all these prices over here out of your heads. I'm not predicting any of that. All I am predicting is the first subwave of the third subwave, okay? The first subwave of the third subwave. We don't have any information yet of where anything is going to be. When we have this information, this for subwave 1 and subwave 2, then I will be able to extrapolate all of this information in here, guys. I will be able to extrapolate all of it like a boss. So this is what I'm waiting for first, okay? Just where this first 1 point is right here. I apologize if I'm being stern about that, but people have been requesting a Bitcoin Cash analysis, but I'm only going to do Bitcoin Cash analysis if you guys behave, okay, little children? And I apologize for calling you that, but most of you are absolutely children who are crying all the time when one slight thing goes off there. So yeah, so now I'm being very, very clear. I'm not your financial advisor, guys, okay? Please remember that. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not even going to play Bitcoin Cash, to be honest. I'm not even going to invest in Bitcoin Cash. I'm only doing this because some of my friends also have videos. That's why my mood has entirely changed. I don't want to do this analysis at all. I don't even care about the coin. I'm more of an altcoin guy, but I know a lot of people who have stakes in this. So that is how it's going to look, guys, okay? Once again, get the prices out of your head. We're not trying to predict anything, okay, guys? Well, all that we're trying to do right now is try to predict where this one is, and that we can do easily. So what we're going to do, first of all, is this. We're going to draw a range, just like that. Of the most relevant points, no wick included. Or sorry, wick not included. That seems pretty good to me right now. Okay, now this wedge will give us a minimum range. Minimum target range. So let's see where it ends up about. Right here, about. Actually, I might be too generous. Let's go to better time frame. Okay, yeah, this time frame is more comfortable to me. I want to get a smaller time frame. This is not a descending triangle, okay, guys? This is not a descending triangle. This is a continuation pattern of the first subwave, and that's a corrective wave going in here, okay? So we're going A, B, C, D, and E pretty much. That is what I am seeing, okay? Okay, now that we know, this is how it is. See, check this out. A, B, C, D, and E, okay? A, B, C, D, and E. So A starts from up there where the impulse wave ends, 2, 3, 4, and we're priming for a breakout right now because the fifth one is counted already. So that's how it's going to look. So I'm going to be a more conservative, take a more conservative approach. We'll do it right in here roughly, all right? So the first target is around right there, 1360. That's the target I'm going to use based on and I'm using a very conservative target. So I think that we're going to break out to at least 1360. I'm not going to count the wicks here. Or sorry, I'm going to exclude the wicks. Get a really good base range in here. See that? I can even give a more conservative approach as well. Or sorry, more aggressive approach. Maybe slightly include the wicks a little bit more. Maybe get an extension all the way from the end over here, right where the 55 EMA is as well. So we're looking at this I'm satisfied with, 1375, okay? That's going to be my target first goal, 1325. And now I will take Fibonacci extension. This will be the more extreme case of target 2, okay guys? So my target 1 is right here, is to beat this high pretty much at 1375. My target 2 will be, you take Fibonacci from this point to this point to the lowest point right there and go for a 1-to-1 ratio. 1648. I'm just going to shoot for a round number. Actually, yeah, that's about right. So my target is vast. My target is vast. But as a good trader, and as a good trader that you guys are as well, I'm sure, you cannot have that precise of a number. And that's what people need to understand, right? We need to make sure that we have a range. Ranges are they're much more important than having a specific number. A range will set you up for disappointment, okay? It will set you up for absolute disappointment. A specific target will set you up for disappointment because most of the times they're not hit. And if they are, like me, it's a combination of fluke and just crazy technical analysis. But if you have a range, then you can play it by ear, and you can look at indicators to play it by ear to see when imminent reversals could possibly be, okay? So that's important as well. And this one here, I'm actually overlapping a little bit too much. I'm not happy with that, so I will change it. There, that I'm happy with right there. Slightly bigger. Yeah, I'm still happy with that. So my first target will at least be this guy right here. Yeah, I'm happy with that, 1375. That is the one that I will actually add to my books as a call, okay? I'm going to add this one to my call book, and I will actually make this a prediction as well. So 1375 to, actually I'm going to shoot low. I'm going to shoot lower to 1600 on the nose. 1600 on the nose, that'll be better. So let me do my risk to reward set. You know what? I will take this trade, guys. I will take this trade because I think it's going to have a very nice risk to reward setup. I will go right here. I will target somewhere at least minimum here. Let's be realistic. Yeah, let's go for this one here, target 1. Okay. And stop loss, we'll set it slightly lower than here. It's pretty darn nice actually. Yeah, stop loss slightly lower than the previous candle right there. We'll make it a nice round number, 1100. There we go. Risk to reward, 2.81. That's one setup. Second setup with target 2. Entry as well. We'll choose 1175 for entry. Okay, 1175 for entry. Stop loss, 1100 again. And we'll go for near 1600 on the nose. Wow, it's pretty good. 2.81 and 5.7. Hey guys, I just released a risk management video. So if you guys are unfamiliar with everything that I'm talking about here, make sure you guys go to YouTube and go to my channel and take a look at the risk to rewards, okay? So that is my target right there. I'm gonna write it out for you guys on the screen and snapshot it. Give me a second. Okay guys, I am back. So the first setup is right here, okay? 2.81 risk to reward ratio. Entry price is anywhere between $1,150 to $1,200. Target price is $13.75. And assuming you're entering in the average there of $11.75, I mean, your stop loss is at $11.10. That's up to you guys, how much you want to do that. Mine will probably be about actually it's 1100, not 1110, sorry. So 1100. Probability of this one I think is actually really high. It's about 70% just based on some calculations. A lot of people have asked me, what do I use to calculate my probability? Too much, guys. It's not something I'm really willing to get into, to be honest. It's a bunch of weighted calculations, a bunch of differential equations as well that I use. It's just lots of formulas that have been made up from my 3 years of mathematics in university that I'm not going to really get into. because just it's too much work to explain and it's quite advanced, you can say. Maybe I'll share it down the road in the future. So I apologize if anyone's asking, and I'm just kind of being like snubbing it off, you know. So yeah, I don't like Bitcoin Cash, guys. That's why like every time I talk about Bitcoin Cash, I'm never in the best mood. I hate Bitcoin Cash, to be quite honest. I'm happy with everything going on, like, as in it's profitable, but it's just so much heated debate and drama amongst the two communities right now that there's just so much animosity in the community that I don't want to be a part of it, you know? So I'm just more so doing this video as a favor to a lot of my friends that are invested in it, okay? So I apologize once again if I'm not a happy camper, guys, not a happy camper. So second setup here is pretty much the identical, except you're shooting for target 2, right? Shooting for target 2, same entry price, but target is now $1,600. What I might recommend is just doing like a laddered buy. Do a laddered buy where you take a profit at the top on the first subwave. Because if you guys notice here, right, we have 5 subwaves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'll just move this one over, right? So let's just say we got the exact same extension, we hit a 1-to-1. Well, what I will do is, I don't know where the tops are going to be. I will take my profit at the end of top. I will try to buy back at the bottom of 2. I will take my profit at 3. Then I will take buy back near the bottom of 4. And then I will take my profit at 5. So a lot of people might be wondering, why don't you just ride it to the top? Well, first of all, riding it to the top, if this green field right here represented, okay guys, I'm going to move it over so you can see. If this green box represented my profit line, okay, right, actually, I'll just do it right here for you guys to see it. If this green one was my profit, sure, let's just call that, X amount of profit, okay guys? X amount of profit. But the more you hold on to it and the more exposure you have in the market, right, as the more risk there is as well. Does that make sense? So sometimes it's really nice to lock in your profits at the top of a wave and then you buy back in, because it minimizes your risk, first of all, okay? Secondly, it decreases your time in the market. There's less exposure time. And the third reason is actually more profit, okay? So let's say I sold it near the top, okay? Just say near 1, and I bought back in at 2, and I rode it to where near 3 is, and then I sold it again, and then I also bought one more back in near the bottom of 4 there, and I rode it to say 5, right? Well, if I stack these 3 candles, which is now profit A, from profit B, and profit C, guys, which candle is bigger? Well, obviously these 3 candles stacked on top of each other, which equals my profits A, B, and C, is much equal than one large profit of A, right? And not only that, in terms of vertical height, which represents magnitude, not only that, you're also minimizing your risk, and there's not a lot of exposure time in the market. So it makes almost no sense to me for people to just ride it all the way to the top when you can be playing it a much smarter way, such as laddering. So I just thought I'd show you guys something new there. So that's where our targets stand. I will be posting this chart on my Twitter. I will be posting it as well. All the information is here. I'm going to add it right now to my book, and let's see where this goes. Okay, let's add it right here to my book in front of you guys. Okay, this one is going to be November 20. I haven't recommended a big one in a while. This is not November 16, it's November 20. What is the date today, guys? I have no idea what the date is. I think it's the 21st. BCH. The risk to reward is 2.81 to 5.7. Entry price is 1150 to 1200. What is this field here? Target is 1375 to 1600. Whoops, 1375. Target 2 is 1600. Stop loss. I don't know all my fields. I don't remember them. Stop loss is 1100. Probability is 60 to 70%. Chance to lose, I think. What was my chance to lose, guys? Chance to lose was 6.15%. No, this is chance to gain, 17.26% to 36.323%. And what else? Chance to lose 6.15. This is up to you guys, okay? These are my setups. Okay, keep in mind, I'm no financial advisor. You guys take the risk to to take some of these trade setups, you guys also assume the responsibility, okay? I had one neo loss and it was devastating. I felt pretty bad about it, that some people lost money, but at the same time, I couldn't help but laugh at the people that have been crying about it, right? Because I go over in my probability video or for my risk management video that we don't care about the one single loss, guys. We don't give a crap about it. What professional traders do is they win consistently over time, right? Or they'll win more over time than they lose. And that's where you make your money. So if you guys take this setup and something goes wrong, right? And you guys lose your money and big whoop did he do it, hit your stop loss. If there's any negativity at all, guys, I will be more than happy to block you guys from my channel. And I will be 100% sure to block you guys from my Twitter as well, okay? I'm just being very clear about that I'm just sharing my intentions. I'm sharing my intentions for my particular setup that will be micromanaged. It will be so micromanaged, my positions, because I don't trade like an amateur, guys. I don't buy a single position and then I hope that it goes my way, and then when it doesn't, I have no idea what to do. I will be constantly managing my risk and taking small profits here and there and adding more on specific dips, because it keeps you profitable over time and it makes sure that you are reducing your risk. I say in every single one of my videos, risk, 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 okay? This whole game is about managing your risk, guys. It's not about buying at the right price and it reaches a certain price. It's all about managing your numbers and being smart about it. Those that can't understand what risk management is, and those that lose, and those that can't understand that we win over time and we don't care about one single loss, you guys will never ever be a good trader, okay guys? And those that follow blindly, like if you guys see my trade setup and you follow entirely blindly without even trying to evaluate it yourself, and then for some reason it goes the opposite and goes against us, you guys are also going to lose, I promise you, okay? Because what a real trader does is they will look at a lot of technical analysis while performing their own, and then they will create a consensus. They'll create a conclusion right after getting all of the scientific data, and then after that they will make an educated decision. So guys, I've just had enough with the negativity, and I just want to be very, very clear now that I'm making a big prediction on a multi-billion-dollar coin, okay? This is just a disclaimer to protect myself as well, which is very important. And don't worry, guys, my attitude is still very positive, okay? We made an ETP guess yesterday. We got 17%. I was super positive about everything, right? We all had a lot of fun. But when it comes to high market cap coins, it goes very, very differently if things go wrong. Keep in mind that this has one of the highest market caps in all of cryptocurrency. And not only that, I'm getting fairly, a lot of people are starting to see my videos and they're taking my analysis with a grain of salt. So I thought that I would create this tiny little disclaimer at the end as well from now on to make sure that people don't poop on me. Okay, guys? Time frame, it could be days to weeks. Consolidation could be a while. So far, we're waiting, okay? So as you guys can see, I've now added Bitcoin Cash directly to the books, okay? So if you guys enjoyed my predictions, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, upvote on Steemit, etc., etc. If you guys are making a killer and you guys are loving my analysis and you guys are learning a lot, definitely send my dog Luna. She's that drunktard. She's the dog that always drinks tequila and vodka and howls in the videos, right? You guys are welcome to donate to her cryptocurrency piggy bank that she has just for emergency vet bills coming up. We're not coming up, but in the future if something does come up. Other than that, guys, have yourselves a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this very detailed technical analysis of Bitcoin Cash. And I do apologize if I was very stern, okay, guys? I'm not a fan of Bitcoin Cash. I don't like main coins. I like altcoins. Bitcoin Cash is not really an altcoin. It's more like a main coin to me, okay, guys? Have yourselves a fantastic day, and good luck to all those that enter this wonderful trade setup. Bye now.